just for one day. Beat them is like break the rules. Okay, you can be my queen, I'll be the king. Like they're
Well, it's forbidden as well, so it's freeing. So it's like our one day to be free.
King and queen, right? It says, and you can be mean, and I'll drink all the time because we're lovers, and that is a fact. Yes, we're lovers, and that is that. Though nothing will keep us together, we can steal time just for one day.
So it's about enjoying the moment as well.
Right, and they know that when it says, and you can be mean, and I'll drink all the time, that could be the result of them not being able to be together. To get that?
Like understanding why you're bitter after this rendezvous.
Right. Okay, so then it says, yes, we're lovers, and that is that, though nothing can... Okay, wait, I said that. I wish you could swim like the dolphins, like dolphins can swim, though nothing will keep us together. Even if they could swim away, nothing in the world could let this affair happen. They couldn't be together. It wasn't possible, right? And that's why it says, we can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. So they're living in an imaginary world. It's a love affair.
It is kind of an imaginary world because it's forbidden and not supposed to happen, essentially.
It's not going to go anywhere. So you're living in an imaginary world and you both know that it's not going to last. So being heroes just for one day is like, it's not, I think, you know what I mean? It's one of those moments in time that you have to make a decision, and you're going to make the right decision, or you're going to make, what is the wrong decision? You know, right decision is not hurting your family and your wife. Wrong decision would be, I don't know, or not hurting yourself. I don't know. It's really confusing. That's why at your age, it's really interesting to play songs like this, because it's like, think about that. You never know, and that's why I think rushing into relationships is probably not the smartest thing to do. Because people that rush marriages, that right person could come along, and you're stuck in this position. You know how hard it is to lick your wife after that?
It wouldn't be easy.
That's what happened, right? Okay. So then it says, and I will be king, and you will be queen, though nothing will drive them away. Though nothing will drive them away, it's the partners in their life. Get it? We can be heroes just for one day. And it says, I can remember. So this is the person looking back. Right?
At this rendezvous.
Right. So this is, they couldn't be together, but this is after fact, right? It says, because it says, remember, I can remember standing by the wall and the guns shot above our heads. And we kissed, and though nothing could fall, and the shame was on the other side, oh, we can beat them forever and ever. Then we can be heroes just for one day, which is like when it talks about like a war, it's like how much havoc it's going to cause, right? But that's on the other side because they're living in the moment. That's the after fact. That's the war on the after fact, right? And it says, we can be heroes, we can be heroes, we can be heroes just for one day. We can be heroes. We're nothing and nothing will help us. Maybe we're lying, then you better not stay. But we could be safer just for one day. Because it's like when you fall in love with somebody, that's a feeling you can't replace. And I think sometimes you feel worse if you have to leave that, right? And that's it. The end line was, oh, just for one day. So after listening to the song, now knowing the lyrics as a 19-year-old, that's kind of like, you're not in a serious relationship. You're breaking out into the relationship world. Now that you've actually heard the meaning behind this song, how does that make you feel about your future and decisions and relationships?
It brings a sense of relief because sometimes things aren't meant to last. Like, it's talking about how they're in love, but they'll never last. And it's just enjoying the time that they have together.
So do you think that would be an easy decision to make if you were married and you were in another country and you would never get busted? But it would affect you for the rest of your life. How do you, that's a decision hundreds of thousands of people face all the time. Do you think that maybe if you were in that situation, that maybe that's a life telling you that maybe you need to end your relationship?
Well, it could be a sign, but
If you can have those kind of feelings for someone besides your wife, is that some very big sign that maybe you're not in a good situation?
I feel like it could be a sign of that if things are rocky, but if things are good with your spouse, maybe it's just a sign to say, like, you know, do you feel you need to steer off course, or are you like you good with your course and you feel you can grow there? It's kind of testing your character. It's like, do you feel you can still grow within that relationship, or do you feel you need to leave it to grow?
So, as your motherly advice, in my humble opinion, I've been in that situation more times than I can count, but I did not fall for it, because whether I was single and the other person was married or vice versa, right? But I took it as a learning lesson, because if I was that close to wanting to kiss somebody else, then two things have to happen. Either I got problems in my relationship, and either I gotta weigh out the pros and cons and say I gotta go, it ain't working,
Yeah.
or I gotta give it all I got and fix these feelings, and I need to feel the feelings I have for this person, I need to feel for the person I'm with.
That's what I'm talking about with the growing, right? Like learning how to. It's like either you realize you can grow with more within your relationship, or you can't really grow anymore, and you need to kind of break it off so that you can grow more as an individual.
So, do you think that maybe good advice I can give you is, if you're ever in that situation, say thank you, but no thank you, and understand that if you leave one relationship for another, it's doomed too, because there's a rebound period, and you need a point in your life that if you get out of a serious relationship, you need to take time to yourself to re-get to know who you are, because we change in relationships. So when you're single, you need to take that time to rediscover who you've evolved into before you can even imagine. There's so many people that leave one person for another, and I'm telling you, Jake, it's never the right road.
Well, it's kind of like moving out of your house. Like, you need to like get, settled in your new place, and it's like you kind of moved out of your house for a long time. You moved back in, and all of a sudden you're like, I need to kind of get to know the place again,
Kind of like a car. Like, I've bought several new cars. And you get a new car and you're used to your old car. You got to readjust your seats. You got to readjust your mirrors. You got to, look at this fancy button.
Listen to sounds.
And then sometimes you get frustrated because, in like a cell phone, you get frustrated because you understood that phone. I'm going to put in a cell phone because that's more your world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you understood that phone. You knew how to change the tones, the volume, everything else. Then you get a phone, completely different phone that you've never touched before. That's the same feeling as going from one relationship to another. So basically what I'm telling you is, if you decide that you're done with that phone, before you jump and invest into another phone, it's best you do your research on phones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any final thoughts besides rest in peace, our beautiful David Bowie? He passed away in 2016. You know what he passed away from?
No.
Liver cancer, and guess what? He passed away like a few days after his 69th birthday. He fought it for 18 months and didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew. That's why when he died, it was such a shock.
I was going to ask, you said there was something with the vocals.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the producer that the song was written over, the Visconti,
yeah,
David Bowie was singing, and there was something missing. So what he did while he was singing was he pulled his microphone away from his mouth. So David had to scream. And that's how you said he sounded different. Remember, the voice was different?
Yeah.
That was him, like, so he was saying like, and he gets this low normal, and then it's this whole different pitch. It's because they kept pulling the microphone away from him. So in order to be heard, he had to go to deeper levels in his diaphragm. That's why the voice sounded different. Pretty cool, eh?
Huh.
That's before computers.
That's more music knowledge of your instrument, because that's being your voice as an instrument.
And that's why you'll see with like divas and like opera singers, they'll pull the microphone back in and out, because it gives it depth, right? So thank you for your opinion here. Have you been thinking of a song that you're going to torture me with yet?
Well, I know she doesn't like Rush, so I might do that one.
No, Doug's in Rush.
Oh, he beat me to it. Then I will still have to think on it.
Okay, well, that after we're done in these 15 videos, you and Rush, you and Doug get to torture me. Okay. Thank you so much for chiming in as usual. Please exercise peace, love, forgiveness, and compassion towards everyone you come in contact with and every situation that rises your way. Don't be so quick to react. Let today be the day that you choose not to react, turn a blind eye, or just simply walk away and say it's okay. I'm just glad that I'm not thinking the way you're thinking. Just don't judge people. You never know what situation they just came out of. If you want to make, the more difficult you make your life, the harder it is to be free. And as I always say, never compromise your values to suit another person's needs, as well as always remember to recalibrate your moral compass when needed to do so. Please exercise peace, love, forgiveness, and compassion at all times. And if you ever see someone struggling and need help, it is your responsibility to help, whether it's helping someone open a door, whatever it is. Don't be a jerk. Don't turn a blind eye. Help out your neighbor, your fellow brothers and sisters. We're all one big universal family. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please push the like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. And most importantly, leave a comment. If you have any song suggestions that have changed your life, or you seek, what's it called, refuge in, then please leave a comment in the comment box. We like to read it and we have fun doing this. So take care. Love you all. Happy days, really. Hope today's miraculous. And if you're just putting your head down to go to sleep at night, I hope you have the sweetest of dreams. And if you're just waking up, grand rising. And if you're in that really crappy part of the day where you just can't get out of your funk, guess what? You can be a hero too. Put on David Bowie Heroes. It'll change it. It'll make you feel better. And if not, look at what we just covered. Do some Bruce Springsteen. Born to run. Born to run. Because then you're going to be running out of work very, very soon. All right. Have a great day. Hope this Sunday is good. And I hope you're all ready for the new week to come ahead of us, right? All right. Say goodbye, Jake.
All right. Thank you for having me. Goodbye, everyone.
All right. Love you. Bye.